Hello there everyone, my name's Ayumu Kagami, and this is the Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures. It's supposed to basically be a hard-as-ball, NES-style game. I'm actually going to quit out and do a new game, you know, kind of just to show. I have beaten the game, so I put in, you know, right about here, it says half an hour. Well, okay, I don't think that's true. I think I put in a little bit more than just half an hour. But I like it windowed. And it's a fairly fun game. It kind of stems for its replay value. So we'll just hit a new game. And checkpoints are invisible, so no saving. But there's actually a couple other settings. I'm just going to be a weakling. So the storyline is pretty, you know, unimportant, and I've seen that it does say there are other playable characters. I personally have never found another playable character, but I only played through the game once and I just ran through it on easy, so maybe you can't find them on easy. So the storyline's pretty random. So it has that Mega Man feel where, you know, jump and shoot, just jump and shoot. Then we have Nagi here, who is our friendly little, well, she's Nagi. She'll tell us how to play a game, even though it's pretty obvious how to play a game. But, so this is the mode that I prefer the most, because, also, like this, I think is funny, when I throw this, just like in, oh, what was that game called? It was Fester's... No, not Fester's Quest. Well, I mean, there is an item that's equally irritating, or a power-up, I should say, that is equally irritating in Fester's Quest. But this is from... Oh, I can't remember the game. It's, you get stranded on an island, you're a nerd among nerds. Like, no, I don't mean that in a good way. So you use a power-up. And this is the Glitch Gremlin from the... Oh, took a hit. From the series. And they have a lot of things going back to the series. Like Super Mega Death Christ 9000. I believe it's 9000 at least. The thing I have a problem with this game is that there's basically two settings. Easy and hard as balls. Which doesn't really interest me. Now you can click a button to stand still. And... Oh, well, there we go. Well, to hold my hand through a video game. I'm a fucking nerd, bitch. So, you know, didn't die. Pretty expected. So there are a lot of different levels, like Castlevania, but Assholevania. Thy Farts Consume. So it goes to a lot of different games. Like this is Beat 'em and Eat 'em. I'm not going to show it on camera. But I'm sure it is from the Atari games. And I will assure you, it exemplifies that very well. But so they do have levels like Boo Haunted House, as he mentioned in one of his videos. If you like the Angry Video Game Nerd, you will probably like this game. Not a fucking fantasy level. No. So it has that charm. Alright, so I want to get off these because it's driving me nuts. I'm pretty sure I can make this jump. So the game is definitely not the easiest game. In fact, it's an exceptionally hard game. I have no clue what just hit me. But, oh, okay. So I got an extra life. And, I mean, spikes don't... Oh, please do the Pitfall Harry thing. Ow, it didn't do it. So there are things in the game that, okay, those blocks right there are insta-kill. And when I die, I will show you what happens. Well, I mean, obviously, when I die, you'll see what happens. But I found more likely than anything else in this game. Whoop. And this is very irritating for a lot of people, but do this. I mean, it's like sound-wise, it's an abomination to just, like, my eardrums. But if you just never stop mashing the button, you have a very good chance of not dying. So it's kind of just shoot. There are, like I said, there are 2 settings in this game. Too easy, and then hard as balls. I really am not a fan of it with the difficulty settings because it's a little too. Oh, there we go. Now I died. So he always says something like this: "This game is a shitty this game is shitty feces flowing out of a firefly's anus." It's all, I believe, procedurally generated. I don't think procedurally is the correct term here. So that means my turning around ability is apparently non-existent. But yeah, just it's fairly simple. And when I say that the difficulty is either too hard or too easy, is basically because alright. So something else different. This game is a pus-soaked earwax flowing out of a corpse's nutsack. So this is where the game loses most of its appeal for me, is that it's either too easy or too hard. And, I mean, I don't mind games being hard, but they're not hard in, like, the right way. Also, I believe there should be a block closer than that one, but... So I'm supposed to drop down. So, I mean, like, this is a throwback to Mega Man and how irritating those teleporting blocks were. So, I mean, it's just has that... Oh, no, I didn't make it. Okay, so I should have waited just a little bit longer. But the game kind of tries to do the teach you as it goes along. And, like, this is gonna get a little frustrating. Because just like in Mega Man, you don't hit the blocks at the right time or jump properly, and I don't have the best timing in the world. Like right there. So, but it does. Good lord. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so. Alright, come on, game. Just work with it. I mean, they get the walking up animation. That's something. So apparently I had to be good at it the very first time and then completely botch it the every other time. So I mean, this game is pretty hard, but nothing a little bit of trial and error won't fix. And as I said, insta-kill blocks, which are pretty ridiculous. This game is disease butt fudge coming out of a buffalo too. So what I'm going to do is just go to fuck it. So I can just show you a couple other levels, like Castlevania. Because the level just goes on for a little bit longer. And, I mean, he does say things that he would... And like, there we go. Fuck this power up. His ass. And then you can, I mean, you can use it. Like, it's basically just done for the aesthetic aspect behind it. But as I was saying, this one you have unlimited continues, which is how I prefer games to be. I don't even care if they're super hard. Like, I'd rather have a penguin take a piss on my face than be stuck here in this fart ward of a game any longer. And I mean, the extra hits, like, I just wanted the extra continues. But the game doesn't have an only extra continues option. Because I hate it when games get too challenging by their repetition. And, I mean, it's like, because if there is insta-death anywhere nearby, you know, I want the chance to kind of redeem myself. So, like, right here, this part is probably no one's favorite, because it's one of those tedium jump and shoot. So you just got to do this, and basically it's trial and error, which kind of goes back to the old NES days when trial and error was king. Because it wasn't about you know, using anything of the strategy guide. It literally took skill to be able to beat a game. And That's one of the things where I do really like about this game. But they also make it a little too challenging with insta-kill blocks. I'm going to try and complete this level because I don't believe there's too much. No, I'm about to show you why I absolutely despise this level. Like right here is not that bad. Except for insta-kill. So the insta-kill things are very frustrating to deal with. It's not the hardest game by any stretch of the imagination. It's just something you have to have patience for. And that's probably the biggest, even when you have the invincibility counter on, insta-kill is insta-kill. So that part is frustrating. But it kind of gets to the point where you've read these so much that you just don't care. And also to the point where, you know, because I wanted the extra continues, I have too many hits. It's like I just wanted the extra continues. But no, apparently the extra continues would be too much work. So then you have this, you know, basically stand on one side, murder everything, and then you just, you know, like taking the extra hits does not matter. But this part right here truly exemplifies what I hate about this game. And it's not that I hate this game. I actually enjoyed this game. But this right here is utter garbage. It may not seem it yet, but as you can probably tell, it's starting to look more like garbage as we go on. I'm actually doing this much better than I did the first time. First time I played it. But it gets exceptionally hard. Oh, okay. So like last Pixel touch me. I think it's very frustrating playing this, especially since you have to keep sitting here and waiting. And when I was playing it, I basically did this the whole time, which is super irritating for anyone. I did it on stream. Ooh, and it got a little irritating. Granted, I was frustrated playing this. But like at the same time, a slight touch forward and you're dead. But if you click right trigger or left trigger, or I don't even know what the non-360 controls are, because I don't play games without using 360 controls. It's probably just something else. I'm not sure. Obviously, it's something else because it's in the game that I can shoot in all 8 directions. But so that pretty much sums up this level. The game's fun. I don't know exactly where you would find extra, you know, characters, seeing as I've never found the extra characters. But I'm going to kind of do the wrap-up while just playing the game. It's not a bad game to play, but it does get a little repetitive, which is unfortunate, because I really like the Angry Video Game Nerd, and I don't believe, you know, his work becomes repetitive. But they do have some cameos from the show, which is always nice. Because as I've said, I do really enjoy the Angry Video Game Nerd. But the just difficulty settings aren't done, in my opinion, well. They basically have parts like this, where it's like, hey, we're gonna give you a power-up, you pretty much have to use it immediately. Which is unfortunate. The power-ups are cool. I believe there's like 4 playable characters. I have never unlocked another playable character. But granted, I only beat the game on easy, I didn't beat it on any harder difficulty. But there are, you know, kind of shortcuts. It's an NES game through and through. I don't mean that in a good way, and I also don't mean that in a bad way. Because it is what it is. And it's like right here, it's like, hey, you've had enough time with it, we're going to take it away from you. Because, I mean, I could probably try to avoid the power-up. But at the same time, it seems a little too much work for a power-up that really does not matter. But then as you know, invincibility, just got me into it. So, but that's pretty much all I have to say to it. I mean, there are these 8 levels, and then there's the final level, and it gets really hard later on. I don't believe that saying, you know, having played an hour is completely accurate. It says 47 minutes, 500 deaths. That's to beat the game. So it's an okay game. You find shit pickle in it. For $15, the price is a little steep in my opinion. Try to find this on sale sometime, and I would recommend buying it. But it seems a little too expensive for my taste. I did buy it for $15, and I had a lot of fun with it, but 15 bucks is a lot of money. But, so as always, thank you for watching my videos. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment if you have something else to say, or where the other characters are, because I have no clue. And as always, thank you for dropping by, and have a fantastic day.